By June 2026, consumer inflation hit a 3-year peak of 3.8%. Energy costs drove that spike, pushing regular gasoline up 28%. That cost of living squeeze bled directly into the housing market. A 30-year fixed mortgage suddenly climbed near 7%. To afford a home, buyers moved to adjustable rate mortgages, loans offering cheaper initial payments that carry the severe risk of skyrocketing later. At the exact same time, pandemic-era protections ended for student borrowers. In a single quarter, 2.6 million federal student loans fell into default. This chart shows exactly how consumers are trying to survive the gap. Half of all Americans are now using buy now, pay later installment plans, with usage clustering heavily among lower-income households who are already stretched thin. When rent, gas, and groceries outpace wages, you get a psychological vacuum. Millions of people open their phones searching for debt consolidation strategies, desperate for budgeting spreadsheets and extreme savings hacks. That level of visceral, widespread financial anxiety creates an absolute goldmine of human attention, and a specific group of creators realized they could harvest it. On platforms like TikTok, the algorithm evaluates a video in exactly 1.5 seconds. Without an immediate reason to stay, the video dies in the cold start phase. To survive that filter, finance creators use the product showcase hook. They open by stating a hard number, like paying off a $47,000 loan, giving the viewer absolute certainty about the payoff in the first frame. Another tactic is the contrarian rule. A creator looks straight into the lens and bluntly states that a common financial belief is completely wrong. The human brain struggles to leave a contradiction unresolved, forcing the viewer to keep watching. This performance chart compares two nearly identical hooks based on age. Framing a financial recovery plan around starting over at 40 generates 4 times the viewership of an age 18 hook because it targets a much larger audience that feels permanently behind. Then there is the Save With Me challenge. Inviting the audience to track a shared savings goal over multiple weeks builds a parasocial loop, bringing viewers back for every single update. None of these openings are accidental. They are engineered triggers built entirely on behavioral data to exploit real-world financial insecurity. Getting the click is only the first hurdle. If the pacing slows down, the audience leaves, taking the ad revenue with them. The hook story payoff timeline. Tension hits in 3 seconds, expands to the 20-second mark, then micro-obstacles thread through the body. For complex topics, this 2D timeline shifts into a layered 3D mental map, adding one level of complexity at a time to keep viewers oriented. Give the audience too much information too early, and curiosity dies. If a creator reveals the final debt payoff strategy at minute 2 of a 10-minute video, the watch time collapses. A tightly paced script acts as an invisible cage, controlling the release of information to lock the viewer's attention until the final call to action. But here is the secret behind the 2026 finance niche. The people writing these highly optimized scripts rarely have any financial background, and most never even show their real faces. They feed proven structural prompts into AI chatbots, generating a complete financial script tailored to a specific demographic. The text goes straight into an audio generator, where the creator selects a warm, energetic voice model to mimic the exact inflection of a motivational speaker. For the visuals, they use image generators to create consistent, realistic-looking avatars wearing the same clothes in standard, authoritative poses. Finally, those static images drop into a basic video editor, applying digital zoom and artificial camera shake to mimic the look of an expensive production. This chart shows why they do it. Financial videos carry high ad rates, an RPM paying $10 to $20 per 1,000 views. Apply that to a video taking an hour to make that hits 2 million views, and a single upload generates massive payouts. Genuine financial expertise has been replaced by a completely automated, data-driven assembly line. We have millions of people facing very real, very painful economic conditions on one side, and an entirely robotic production pipeline on the other. A viewer watches these videos feeling like they are receiving personalized, empathetic advice from an expert. In reality, they are stepping into a mathematically optimized trap built to maximize algorithmic distribution. Traditional wealth-building tools like real estate or equity portfolios are largely out of reach for a population struggling with inflation and high interest rates. In 2026, the most reliable and scalable asset you can own is a system designed to harvest human economic anxiety.